Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Cohorst.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and that's what we're going to do today. We have picked up a couple of whiskeys for each other.
Yep.
And we went with a budget of $100 for 2 bottles.
And we decided to go one that would be under 30, right?
Yeah.
And then one that a little pricier in your $60, $70 range.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
not under 30, but with as long as it came within the $100 range.
came within $100, yeah.
Right. Right, because my first one I have for you is actually $35.99.
$35.99, okay. I'm excited.
And it is the Green River Bourbon.
Ooh. Now this one did they just release this year, Green River? Is this a newer one?
It's been out for about a year and a half.
Year and a half, okay.
But I remember getting the first sample that they sent me was like 2 years ago about this time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But then they had trouble getting the bottles because of COVID and everything, and it took them it's really been available on the market for about a year.
Nice. This is a unique bottle. It's got like the horseshoe at the bottom. It's really a really interesting bottle. I like it.
Great distillery to visit, great tour.
Mm-hmm.
So let's pour us a pour.
Let's get a pour here.
I'm going to go light on the pours because we've got 4 to taste. We want to drink responsible.
Mm-hmm. And we're not tasting it with the cran and the
Right.
pecan and chocolate
Right.
today. We're just going to get the neat taste.
And for those of you who follow us regularly, this is a first video we've done in a couple weeks because Matt just had some knee surgery done.
Yep, I did. Yeah.
And he needs to get down the stairs afterwards after this too.
Yeah, I've missed the whiskey. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Like this is very excited to be back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's got a
Nice nose.
nice nose. Got a little vanilla, maybe ripe apple, maybe a little bit of baking spices, a little oak. But
Mm-hmm.
good solid whiskey.
It is. I get like almost like a lemon drop, almost like a little vanilla lemon drop for me.
Mhm.
The finish is slightly spicy, more like cinnamony for me, with just a hint of oak and maybe a little tobacco in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely get the citrus,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also getting a little bit of that kind of the Granny Smith apple,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting a lot of vanilla. I can definitely get the tobacco on the finish,
Yeah.
but great whiskey.
This is great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got for me for your first choice?
All right. So mine is a classic, of course. Take this little guy down here, and it's the OFO, Old Forester, 100 proof. I think this bottle is really good. I know there's a lot of diehard Old Forester 86ers, that love their 86 proof.
Not me. I always preferred the 100 proof.
Yeah, I like a little more proof on mine. And $22, you can't beat that. For $22, this bottle could be $35, $40 if it wanted to be. But yeah, so this is what I got for you, Mike.
All right.
I don't think anybody doesn't know that's watching our videos. They probably have had this before. So
And
But-
I probably realize how much I like Old Forester 100 proof.
yeah.
Sit there.
Oh yeah,
My mouth a little here after that last.
that was a good idea.
got the typical Old Forester nose.
I mean, I think I could pick out Old Forester pretty
Yeah.
much in a lineup now.
It's got that vanilla and it's got that banana.
Mm-hmm. That banana really is what kind of sets it off for me when I'm.
Yeah. It's got a little baking spices. It's just a great whiskey.
Yeah, and it's got like for me like the 100 proof hits me with a little more of that rich like almost brown sugary
Yeah.
kind of on the nose.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's taste it.
Oh man, that's good. That's great stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the banana, you get the vanilla, well, just a hint of caramel. I'm more vanilla on it still.
Yeah. I'm with you. It's more vanilla than caramel. You get a little bit of caramel,
Yeah.
but then that finish, you get kind of a peppery finish.
Hmm. Yeah, and when you do the 100 proof next to the 86, it sticks with you longer. The oak's richer, of course, being a higher proof. And I think for me, it just got a little bit more of a mouthfeel that I don't know that the 86 just doesn't have for me. So, hey man, $22 100 proof, it's pretty darn good whiskey.
That's right.
Cheers.
So, the next thing I got for you is from our friend Steve Bean, Limestone Branch, the
Mhm.
Minor Case Rye. It is a rye whiskey that's finished in sherry cask, 90 proof, and if I'm not mistaken, it's aged 24 months. It's only a 2-year-old rye,
Okay.
but
I don't think the age matters on this one as
yeah,
much.
no, it's really good stuff in my opinion.
Think so. And now just looking at it, you can tell it's lighter. So you can tell like that it's a little younger.
Yeah.
But man, like, you don't get any of that like new whiskey kind of.
Right.
It's not.
Well, the whiskey's been aged 2 years before it's finished in the sherry cask.
Yeah.
So, it's probably 2.5, maybe even closer to 3-year-old whiskey,
Mhm.
when you consider.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But man, you can smell that sherry, that
Mhm.
kind of a fruitiness, that raisin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. You get the ryegrass and
That's what I got immediately was the rye,
Right.
which is nice. I want it
do
to
a
taste
little bit
more
of
like
vanilla, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of oak.
Mm-hmm.
So let's taste it. It does not taste like a 2-year-old whiskey.
It doesn't. It's got a lot of sherry in it.
Yeah,
Um,
but not too much. I mean, you still get the
Right,
rye
yeah.
whiskey flavor.
Yeah, it's on like almost an even standing ground with the rye, which is for me, which is really nice. Like, I think I get the rye right up front, and then as it's moving back, then the sherry hits me. You
Right.
know.
In the finish, you get a lot of that ryegrass, that sherry,
Mm-hmm.
that raisin, cherry, flavor from the sherry, and then you get some oak, and then you get a little bit of baking spices.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those rare bottles that for me, like, I actually like the wine flavor just as much as I like having the rye there. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of times like you'll get either one or the other that doesn't complement as well, but like these two together, it might even work maybe because the whiskey is a little younger. You know,
Yeah.
it might help each other out that way. I don't know. I have no idea, but yeah, I've always loved the minor case stuff. Now, how long has he been doing this one for?
Oh, 4 or 5 years at least.
Yeah, I've got a few bottles and I've always enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Cheers, Steve Beam. Oh, that's really good.
got?
All right, for you, Mr. Veach. Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. This is the single barrel. 101 proof. I love Wild Turkey products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, I know you tell by the shelves in there that yeah, you're a fan of the Wild Turkey. And I thought this one was a good batch this year. I think it came in right around 70. So so I spent like 22 for the 100 proof Olfo, and then 70 for this one. And yeah, excited to have you try it. I'm sure you've had it.
Now, I should tell you that the Green River was $35.99, and the minor case ended up being $55.99. But I actually saw it at Westport Whiskey and Wine after I bought this for like $42.99.
Oh, really?
So
Minor case, I would actually like. That's one of those ones that, if it was a new like whiskey drinker or somebody that like liked wine but was trying to get a little bit more into whiskey, I would like
yeah.
Give them.
Well,
a little taste
I
of
bought
that
it because
and
because of the sherry finish, and I always liked their sherry finishes on that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it just had that holiday feel about it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. You know, this is one of the original single barrels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, Blanton's is the original single barrel. But very quickly afterwards, Evan Williams came out with their single barrel, and Wild Turkey came out with their Kentucky Spirit. And they've changed the bottle since, and this is actually closer to the old Rare Breed bottle than
Yeah.
But I've always liked it because it was obviously a true single barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best whiskey I've ever had has been Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. But I'll tell you, I had one bottle that was some of the worst whiskey I ever had. I was like, what is Jimmy thinking about when he did this? But in his defense, I don't think it was actually a Jimmy Russell picked Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. It was some liquor store that picked the barrel and
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Store pick one.
Store pick one. That there's no accounting for taste sometimes.
Hey, everybody's different, right?
Yeah. But I always liked the old Kentucky Spirit 101 proof because I always liked the original 8-year-old Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah.
Broke my heart when they dropped the age statement from the Wild Turkey 101. But this here, it smells very much like the old one, which was bottled in 22 from barrel number warehouse A. Rick doesn't give an age statement on this. But I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't an 8-year-old.
Oh yeah.
Because like I said, it very much reminds me of that old Wild Turkey 101.
It smells nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Got that little bit of that Wild Turkey leather.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you get some of that apple, pear, fruit,
little peppery.
little peppery, yeah. Of course, a lot of oak.
A lot of oak. That's just a classic taste. And
That is great.
yeah,
Great whiskey.
that really is. Yep. It's a good year for this one, for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm getting a lot of vanilla, little bit of virgin on caramel, I'm getting that pear fruit.
Pear is, yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm getting-
pear is exactly what
I'm getting some leather and oak. And I'm getting a lot of peppery spice, particularly on the finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's just
Just classic wild turkey.
classic wild turkey. I'm guessing you're right. Probably it has a little bit more oak. Maybe it is 8 years. You probably
Yeah.
are right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Well,
So,
Merry Christmas to us.
Merry
and you
Christmas,
all.
and thank you for the bottles.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah.
And
That's
cheers.
great. Cheers.